People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
News, I'm Dave Packer. Congress passing a bill to compel the Justice Department to make the Epstein documents public. ABC's Jay O'Brien.
Chuck Schumer, the top Democrat in the Senate, went to the floor and he asked for unanimous consent that once this Epstein bill gets transmitted over from the House, where it passed some hours ago, that it be deemed as passed. He asked for unanimous consent. All it would have taken to stop that would have been one lawmaker coming up and objecting to that. No one did.
The next stop for the measure after the Senate would be President Trump's desk. Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, at the White House today. It's the first time that bin Salman's been on U.S. soil since the murder of Jamal Khashoggi in 2018. The U.S. intelligence community said bin Salman ordered his murder. The NTSB now says a loose wire on the cargo ship Dali was the cause for its deadly crash into the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, causing its collapse. This is ABC News.
Offer not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came, and we're maxed out.
Maxed out cards, rent is due. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit?
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports Presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Bitech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Baus Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center, Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Breckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
Good evening and welcome to Mineral Point High School. Rob Spangler here on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and also streaming online at our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. This is Grant Regional Health Center, People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball, and it's our first girls basketball game of the season, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and also Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel is live and archived, powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and Laley Center in Monroe. Welcome to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. The Mineral Point Pointers are hosting the Lancaster Flying Arrows in a non-conference opening season tilt. Both of these teams coming in off of fairly successful seasons a year ago. We'll talk about that after our first time out and break down how these two teams finished last year and, ironically, how they started and ended the season. You'll understand why it's ironic in a moment. That coming up next, plus we'll also check out the schedule for our other game tonight. We have one other girls basketball matchup on our Queen Bee family of stations tonight, and we'll break down the rest of the games that are happening this week, a busy pre-Thanksgiving week here on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations. But tonight, right here on 97.7 Country and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, it's Mineral Point hosting Lancaster in non-conference girls basketball. I'm Rob Spangler from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. They're in downtown Ridgeway for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. For what's sure to be the best seat in your house, visit Ayers Furniture and ayersfurniture.com. We'll take our first time out on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show, and we'll break down these two teams and what they did last season right after this here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1. From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
Steve Schmidt Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Catch Andrew's Egg Service coverage of Wisconsin football on 97.7 WGLR and Wisconsin basketball on AM 1590 WPBL. Presented by Digman Construction. Queen Bee Radio is your home for Badger sports.
Buying a mattress can seem overwhelming. How soft should you go, or how firm? How much support do you need? All great questions and all tough to figure out without the right guidance. Hi, I'm Jeremy Culbertson, and I've been building and selling mattresses with Dubuque Mattress for over 10 years, and with our guidance, we take all the stress out of mattress shopping. We guarantee you will love your Dubuque mattress, or we'll change it for you until you do.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
Pregame 1.
Welcome back to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. It's presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersections of highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Rob Spangler here at the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Best seat in the house in Mineral Point. Great view, and just one of my favorite gyms to call a game from here in Mineral Point. The Pointers hosting the Lancaster Flying Arrows in the inaugural game of the 2025-2026 high school basketball season. Of course, it's non-conference. And I mentioned how these two teams began last year and ended last year, being ironic because just like this year, they started against each other last year. Mineral Point won that game handily. The Pointers would go on to finish 19-7 on the year overall, but a very impressive 13-1 in the SWAL Conference, which was good enough as a tie with Cuba City for first place in the SWAL. Now, Mineral Point ended up eliminating Lancaster from the postseason. Lancaster, they finished 16-10 on the year, a respectable 6-4 in the SWC Conference. The top two teams in that conference were Prairie du Chien and Platteville, who tied really for first. So I guess technically you could say Lancaster finished third. But the Flying Arrows again finished 16-10 and lost in the regional semifinals to Mineral Point. So Lancaster began their season to Point and ended their season last year to Point. The Pointers, meanwhile, began their season against Lancaster, but the loss came one game after that defeat of Lancaster in the regional semis, when the Pointers lost to, you guessed it, Cuba City, if you remember, in the regional championship game. Cuba City, not a bad team last year. And when I say not a bad team, I mean the state champs. That's right. Cuba City went on to win the state championship. And, I guess nothing to hang your head about if you're Mineral Point falling to them in the regional championship. But what a season series between those two teams. Again, they finished tied for first in the SWAL. Cuba City, of course, won the rubber match and went on to win the state title as well. So that is a quick recap of how these two teams did a season ago. We'll take a look at the schedule. We have one other game on our schedule tonight and the rest of the week's schedule on our Queen Bee family of stations. After this timeout on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show, it's Mineral Point hosting Lancaster non-conference girls basketball to kick off the season tonight on 97.7 Country and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Black Friday savings are here at the Home Depot, which means it's time to add new cordless power to your collection. Right now, when you buy a select battery kit from one of our top brands like Ryobi or Milwaukee, you'll get a select tool from that same brand for free. Click into one of our best deals of the season and stock up on tools for all your upcoming projects. Get Black Friday savings happening now at the Home Depot. Limit 1 per transaction. Exclusions apply. Full eligible tool list in-store and online.
Out here, the bright lights show you who's ready and who's just talking. AT&T's been steady in the pocket since 1876. Take T-Mobile. They talk a big game and then get smacked with challenges for deceptive ads. 150 years of playing it straight tends to show. AT&T. When you compare, there's no comparison.
Based on RootMetrics United States Root Score Report 1H 2025. Tested with best commercially available smartphones on 3 national mobile networks across all available network types. Your experiences may vary. RootMetrics rankings are not an endorsement of AT&T. Based on advertising challenges filed by competitors.
To everyone counting down the days until pumpkin season, your wait is finally over.
The Salted Caramel Pumpkin Concrete Mixer and Pumpkin Spice Shake are back at Culver's for a limited time. Every scoop of fresh frozen custard is made with farm-fresh dairy, and every bite is filled with real pumpkin puree. So come visit us at Culver's, or order ahead in the app or online.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Stop by Culver's of Platteville today. You can even order on their app.
Each year since 2012, Collision Specialist has been donating back to area schools during the months of August and September. Over $57,000 has been raised in the past years. We are proud to announce that this year we will be able to donate over $12,000 to your local area schools. We want to thank our customers for their continued support and helping us give back to our local communities. Remember, when you get in an accident and need someone you can trust, you can count on Collision Specialists for all your towing, expert repairs, and loaner car needs. Come see us in Fenimore, Livingston, and Dodgeville.
Pregame 2.
We're back on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show here on 97.7 Country and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Rob Spangler live from Mineral Point in the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House broadcast booth. We have one other game on our Queen Bee family of stations tonight. Barneveld is at Platteville in girls hoops. That's on Extreme 107.1. And then Thursday of this week, we have a Division VI state championship football game, our final high school football broadcast of the year. Darlington taking on Edgar up at Camp Randall in Madison. That'll be right here on 97.7 Country, a 1 o'clock kick, 12:30 pregame. We also have girls hoops that night. Mineral Point is at Platteville on Extreme 107.1. Lancaster at Wazeeka Steuben on 97.7 Country right here and our YouTube channel. And Belmont is at Fenimore on Super Hits 106 and our YouTube channel. Finally, we have a girls basketball game, Benton at Boscobel, coming up Friday here on 97.7 Country. We'll take one final timeout and wrap up our Raleigh Cheese pregame show next here on WGLR.
Pregame 3.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Pregame 3.
And welcome back to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show as we wrap things up here and get you ready for our first high school basketball broadcast of the season. Girls Hoops Lancaster at Mineral Point. We'll take a look at the starting lineup presented by Fuller's Milker Center in just a moment. But first, our colors of the game. Those are presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. And first, Mineral Point in their home white uniforms with baby blue numbers and baby blue trim. For the Lancaster Flying Arrows, they're in their Road Royal blue uniforms with gold numbers, gold letters, and also gold striping. And also, let's take a look at our injury report. That's brought to you by Russell Law Offices, their experienced team of personal injury lawyers. They will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. All right, time for the starting. No injuries to report, obviously. It's game 1 of the season, so we're good. Time for the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineup. Brought to you by Fuller's Milker Center. See their complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup. Existing parlor remodel. That's Fuller's in Lancaster Richland Center and at FullersMilkerCenter.com. Starters for Lancaster, number 3, Maddie Driscoll, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 4, Lexi Olmstead, a 5'10 freshman. Number 14, Kylie Olmstead. She's a 5'6 senior. Number 20, Maddie Burr, a 6'1 sophomore. And number 52, Addison Morgan, a 5'9 junior. And now the starters for the Mineral Point Pointers. Number 1, Jaden Schultz. She is a senior. Number 12, Sadie Miller, a junior. Number 20, Sophie Miller, a junior. Number 21, Maddie Cabot. She is a senior. Opening tip is won by, it's actually tied up, and we're going to have a jump ball. So a jump ball after the jump ball. So you know what we're going to do. Yep, you guessed it. We're going to do another jump ball. One more starter, Ava Ingwell, number 24, a junior from Mineral Point. So let's do the jump ball again. Lexi Olmstead jumping for Lancaster, and Lancaster wins the tip. And we are underway. The Flying Arrows set up in the half court first. Top of the key for the Arrows, it is Maddie Driscoll. Hands it off left side to Burr. Now a quick pass in the low post, and Kylie Olmstead powers it off the window for two. Wow, and now a steal, but a travel defensively for Lancaster. Addison Morgan leapt right at half court and stole the ball out of the air, but ended up falling down to the court, committing a traveling violation. So ball goes right back to Mineral Point. Pointers have it, taking the inbound, Jaden Schultz. Schultz near half court, facing a double team. She's in trouble, and almost a turnover there. Controlling now, it's Sadie Miller, top of the key. She'll pass it down left side to Sophie Miller. Baseline dribble drive. Miller is double teamed. We have a jump ball. They force a tie up in the corner to the Flying Arrows. Addison Morgan, one of those double teamers, but possession arrow in favor of Mineral Point. So the Pointers inbound baseline. Sophie Miller, baseline right, throwing it in. Passes into the corner to Schultz. Now gives it out top of the key. Nice entry pass, and a floater off the glass in the lane is good by Sadie Miller. First basket of the game for the Pointers. It's tied at 2. Here's a quick baseline jumper the other way for Lancaster. It is in and out, no good. Fired up by number 3, Maddie Driscoll. Ball goes out of bounds, and we have a foul on Mineral Point. Cabot picks up the personal. First foul on either team tonight. And to the free throw line we go. Lancaster shooting. It will be Lexi Olmstead. And the first one is good. 3-2, Lancaster on top. One more free throw coming up for the Flying Arrows. 17:02 to play here in the first half, just underway. Rob Spangler from Mineral Point High School. Second free throw, splash. And Lexi Olmstead knocks down both. 4-2, Lancaster on top. Under 17 minutes. Now a steal by Olmstead, and she will lay it in on the other end. What a beautiful rope-a-dope defensive play by Lexi Olmstead. She's just a freshman, but she has that length and obvious skill, and already flashing here early. Now almost a steal, and yes, it is a steal. Ball is picked off by Maddie Driscoll of Lancaster. Now it's stolen right back by Mineral Point's Sophie Miller. She'll give it back to the point to Sadie Miller. Back to Sophie, now into the corner to Schultz. Baseline drive by Schultz. She's triple teamed. It's tied up, and ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lancaster, Kylie Olmstead. Lancaster almost forcing another turnover there. Lancaster's pressure defense has been relentless here early. Inbounding baseline, left this time, Sophie Miller. She fires it in out to Sadie Miller. Miller, left wing, passes up to Cabot, top of the key, rotates right side. Sophie Miller for 3, it's good.
Sophie Miller for 3.
6-5 rather. Lancaster ball goes out of bounds on the other end as the Flying Arrows get it up the floor quickly. Mineral Point knocks it out of bounds, so the Arrows will inbound baseline. Throwing it in baseline left here, it is Addison Morgan. Morgan inbounds for Lancaster, gets it in to Kylie Olmstead. Passes it back over to Morgan. Now head of the wheel to Burr. Entry pass down low, missing from point blank range is Olmstead, Kylie Olmstead. Rebound goes to Mineral Point, but they're in trouble. And almost a steal here. And what do we got? I think a reach in. Actually, they're going to say it went out of bounds off of Lancaster's Maddie Driscoll. Driscoll will, actually not Driscoll, Burr will sub out. In for her, it's number 10, Brooklyn Krubel. She's a 5'7" sophomore. And a new player in for Mineral Point, Bree Swenson off the bench, number 11. Swenson actually bringing the ball up the floor. Passes it ahead to Miller. That is Sophie Miller, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Lancaster. It'll stay Pointer basketball. 6-5, Lancaster up by a point, 15:41 to play, first half. Here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Rob Spangler with you. Our first basketball game of the season. Exciting. This ball kicked out of bounds by Lancaster. Number 10, that would be Brooklyn Krubel.
Arrows, number 22, Katie Murphy.
And a new sub in for the Arrows, Katie Murphy, a 5'5" junior off the bench. Inbounding baseline right this time. It is Sophie Miller for the Pointers. We have a whistle before the inbound. This is an offensive foul on the inbound play on Mineral Point. Looks like it's on either Sadie. It's actually Maddie Cabot.
Team second.
That'll be her second. Team second as well. Lancaster facing some full court press. They get it up the floor and across the timeline quickly. Now, three-pointer, Morgan, left wing, no good. Ball tipped around, but saved by the Arrows. They get it back out to the right wing to Krubel. Now back over to left side. A three-pointer this time by Lexi Olmstead, no good. Rebound boarded up by Mineral Point, Sophie Miller. She'll clear out, and Swenson brings it up the floor for Mineral Point. Passes off to Miller. Miller fouled. I think we're going to have a reach in here. If I had to guess, it's on Morgan, but we'll see, and it is. Addison Morgan picks up the personal. That'll be her first and team's first. Inbounding right in front of the student section here. It is Sophie Miller for the Pointers. Gets it in. Far side of the court. Ava Engwell has the ball deflected and stolen. Picked off by the Arrows. Now it's almost stolen right back by Sophie Miller. Knocks it out of bounds, but Lancaster will hang on to it. Inbounding far side will be Katie Murphy for the Arrows. Murphy fires it in. Ooh, almost losing the handle was Morgan. Gets it back out to Murphy. Now top of the key, Lexi Olmstead. Olmstead back to Murphy. Mineral Point playing a man-man D, or it's called man-to-man. Girl-to-girl in this instance. Out on the right wing, Addison Morgan looking to penetrate, spins, stops, in trouble, finally gets rid of it, and we have a foul, I believe. Yes, a reach-in foul. Some high-intensity defense by Ava Engwell. Really, really impressive D, but does get called for the reach-in foul. And a sub into the game for Lancaster here, checking in. It is Kylie Olmstead back into the game.
And for the Pointers, number 14, Lily Hotaker.
Also checking in, Lily Hotaker for Mineral Point. Inbounding, it's Olmstead. Gets it in. Controlling the point, Krubel. Fires underneath. Wow, nice up and under move, but missing the layup was Kylie Olmstead. Boy, she was wide open, just missed the bunny. We have a reach-in foul on Lancaster after the miss. I believe Driscoll. No, actually, it's not on Driscoll. Who'd they call it on? Haven't heard yet. And I think the score clock operator wasn't sure either. I'm trying to get clarification on who that foul is on. Yeah, they're discussing. Cue the Jeopardy theme. It's on somebody. I think it's on Driscoll. I mean, I would shout it out, but I don't want to embarrass them. Yeah. See what they call. It looked like he signaled number 11, and I don't believe Jaylee Esser, who is number 11, is on the floor, so... Now more of a discussion. Okay.
Fouls on number 10, Brooklyn Krubel.
Number 10, Brooklyn Krubel. Okay. All right, well, somebody's got to get it. There we go. Mineral Point basketball. Bringing it up at Swenson. Being pressured. Gives it back to the point. Peyton Christopher, who just checked in, brings it in. Passes it up to Engwell. Engwell out on the right wing. Engwell pressured, ball kicked by Lexi Olmstead. It'll remain Mineral Point basketball. Flying Arrows really have some impressive length, not just across the board as a team. I mean, they do, but especially in their guard slots. Nice to have that length with your guards because you can really get those hands in the passing lanes. Coaches know what I'm talking about. Inbound play taken here by Peyton Christopher for the Pointers. Backdoor cut to Swenson, drives in, she's tied up, and jump ball. Tying it up, it was Krubel forcing the turnover. Jump ball favors Lancaster. And again, some full court press being implemented by the Pointers here. Taking the inbound pass, it's Lexi Olmstead threw it away. Ava Engwell, steal, layup, no good. Rebound goes to Krubel, ball kicked out of bounds. Lancaster facing some pretty immense full court press here. See how they handle it, leading just 6-5. Inbound pass taken by Kylie Olmstead. Passes it up ahead to Lexi Olmstead. Coast to coast, tries to lay in. Put back is good by Burr. It's Maddie Burr, her first bucket. And a score 8-5 at Lancaster. Now a tie up near half court. Swenson almost turned it over, gives it over to Christopher in the lane. Cabot had it, but then lost the handle. It's stolen away, and now we're going to have a reach-in foul on Maddie Cabot, and that is her third personal foul, and she is going to have to come out of this game. I mean, a lot of time to play. 13-17 left in this first half, and she's already racked up 3 personal fouls. So I would guess Maddie Cabot's going to be out for a while for the Pointers. Inbound pass taken here by Lexi Olmstead, and she lost the handle. It's tied up. It's on the floor. What do we have? Timeout. So a steal. Engwell is going to get credit with a steal, and she called timeout, a heads-up play on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it here. We want to thank our sponsors, Mound City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at moundcitybank.com. Game also brought to you by Ivy Construction Incorporated, family-owned and operated, ready-mix aggregate and excavating company serving Southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction, Mineral Point. And Gorgon Funeral Services, caring for families since 1916. Gorgon Funeral Services in Dodgeville and Mineral Point. Game also brought to you by Rural Mutual Agents John Raggets and Deneen Dahl. Raggets and Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all your farm, personal, business, life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. Back to action. Lancaster leading 8-5 out of the timeout, but Mineral Point just forced a turnover a moment ago, and they have the ball. Inbounding it, far side of the court, it is Hotaker. Gives it up to Christopher. To Ingwell now in the corner. Ava Ingwell facing some pressure. Again, that length at the guard spot, very difficult to deal with. I think opponents of Lancaster are going to find that a problem all season. Now a steal. It is Maddie Driscoll. Using that length, as we mentioned, to get the steal. Now a kick out. Krubel, 3, left wing, grazes the side of the rim, no good. The rebound boarded up by Bree Swenson. Swenson brings it up for the Pointers. Passes off to Ava Ingwell on the right wing. Ingwell, bounce pass inside, stolen by Burr. Now it's stolen right back by Ingwell. She's going to lay it up and draw the foul and one. Ava Ingwell's first bucket, a much-needed hoop, and it pulls Mineral Point within a point, and a chance to tie it here at the free throw line for Ava Ingwell. 8-7, Lancaster on top with 12:27 to play in the first half. Couple subs come in for the Arrows. Off the bench, it's number 4, Lexi Olmstead, and also checking in number 24, Vanessa Eim. Free throw is good. So Ingwell hits the free throw and one. And we have a tie game, 8-8. And we had a quick stoppage. I don't think we were ready to get back to play. Mineral Point actually made a quick substitutions. Sadie Miller back in and Sophie Miller. Lancaster facing full court press. Getting the inbound pass. It is Kylie Olmstead. Passes it up ahead. This is to Lexi Olmstead. She lost the handle, but gets it ahead to Driscoll. Now a pass into the corner to Burr. Baseline drive here by Lexi Olmstead. Cross-court pass over onto the right wing to Kylie Olmstead. Gives it back out to Lexi. Lexi surveys from the top of the key. Tie game, 8-8. Lancaster and Mineral Point here, 11:58 to play in the first half. Right side, it is Burr. Entry pass, Driscoll, it's tied up. Great defense. Sophie Miller tied that one up. And the jump ball is forced by Miller, and it will be Mineral Point basketball the other way. Inbounding for the Pointers, Sadie Miller rather, gives it up to Sophie. Back to Sadie. Back to Sophie, who had it stolen away. It's pickpocketed by Lexi Olmstead. Cross-court pass to Ime, who pops it in for two. Vanessa Ime, her first basket off the bench. 5'9" sophomore again. That length Lancaster has. Ime, another long player. Here comes a pass inside for the Pointers. They kick it back out to Miller. Sadie to Sophie. Now an entry pass to Christopher, and they kick it back out to Miller. It's going to be an over and back violation on the Pointers. Sub back into the game for Mineral Point. It's Jaden Schultz.
Returning for the Pointers, number 1, Jaden Schultz.
Lancaster basketball. Maddie Driscoll gets it in, and Lexi Olmstead will control for the Flying Arrows. Passes off right side of Maddie Driscoll. Back out to to Ime. Now to Burr. Backdoor pass to Ime. Puts it up and scores. Beautiful two-man play between Ime and Burr to get that backdoor bucket. 12-8 Lancaster. Now Sadie Miller passes it up ahead to Sophie. Mineral Point gets it across the timeline over to Schultz. Schultz baseline drive for the Pointers. She's double teamed. In trouble. Passes on the floor. Tie up. Coming away with it is Miller. Kicks it out to the other Miller. That would be Sadie. She shoots a three and misses. Rebound boarded up by Driscoll. Driscoll passes ahead, but that one's picked off. Nice defensive play by Kate James. Now the ball is stolen right back by Lancaster. Vanessa Ime, she'll take it in herself. Now floats a pass in the lane. It's deflected. It's loose, and it is stolen eventually by Jaden Schultz. Sophie Miller pushes it up, passes it ahead, but ball is picked off by Burr. Burr gets it back, then tips it ahead to Lexi Olmstead. She'll take it in herself off the window, missed it. Driscoll put back, she missed it. Rebound tied up, and what do we have? A reach-in foul, I think, on Lancaster. Yes. If I had to guess, I would say Lexi Olmstead.
Falls up over Lexi Olmstead.
It is Olmstead. Sub comes in off the bench for Lancaster, checking in Katie Murphy. Or, excuse me, that was Krubel, actually. Brooklyn Krubel off the bench. Krubel, another sophomore. Lots of youth on this Lancaster team, but lots of length. Almost a travel there, and now the ball is stolen away by Katie Murphy. She'll pass it up ahead for Lancaster to Lexi Olmstead. Olmstead backdoor pass to Krubel. Kicks it out to Driscoll. Driscoll drives. Now top of the key, open three by Olmstead. No good. Rebound loose. Tied up. Jump ball. Favors Lancaster. 12-8. Arrows lead. 9:12 to go here in the first half.
Number 24, Ava Ingwell.
Ava Ingwell checks back in for Mineral Point. Inbounding baseline, it is Katie Murphy. For Lancaster, she's baseline right. Fires it into Driscoll and has it stolen away by Schultz. Schultz leads the break the other way ahead to Cabot. So Cabot with 3 fouls back out there for Mineral Point. She gets the ball, kicks it back out to Sophie Miller for 3. Side iron, no good. Cabot. Threw it off of a Lancaster player out of bounds. Heads up play as Mineral Point will inbound baseline left now. Sophie Miller to throw it in. And gets it in, and it's stolen by Lexi Olmstead, who is immediately fouled. And oh my goodness, is that Cabot's 4th? Yes. Wow. Well, Maddie Cabot has 1 foul to give and a lot of game to play, so not good for Mineral Point. Lancaster leading 12-8. Flying Arrows setting up their half-court offense now. It's Driscoll, top of the key, passes underneath. Lexi Olmstead fires it off the window, misses. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Pointers. It'll be Lancaster basketball. Katie Murphy to inbound for the Flying Arrows. Nope. Actually, it's Lexi Olmstead, or Kylie Olmstead, excuse me. Gets it in to Lexi. Back to Katie Murphy, who puts it off the window for 2. It's her first basket of the game. 14-8, Lancaster leading. 8:27 to play in the half. Ava Engwell trying to split a double team. Does, but then sails a pass out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on the Pointers, unofficially their 10th. Sub in off the bench. Burr checks back in. It's Maddie Burr, another sophomore, 6'1" sophomore. Again, Burr has that size, and that's, Lancaster's got impressive length this year. Not just from post players, but as I've said, guards too. Just really good length across the board. Krubel on the right wing, that bodes well for them. Pass inside to Burr, she missed it. Ball batted around, and Mineral Point comes away with it. Eventually it's Sadie Miller. Miller brings it up, passes it off to Schultz. Schultz, bounce pass inside, ball tied up. That was Kate James who got it. We have a reach-in foul, I believe, on Lancaster here.
Fouls on number 20, Maddie Burr.
It's on Burr.
Her first.
Be the first on Burr, and team foul number 5 on Lancaster. Inbounding baseline left, Ava Engwell for the Pointers. Fires it in to Sophie Miller for 3, missed it. Side of the rim, rebound Engwell. Engwell, bounce pass inside to James. That's stolen away, but it's stolen right back by the Pointers. Sophie Miller in the paint. Now kicks it out to Schultz. Schultz thought about driving, back out to Engwell. Engwell facing a double team trap near half court. She's in trouble. Gets rid of it finally to Miller. Miller passes over to James inside. Ball tied up. I think we're going to have a jump ball, yes. And Mineral Point maintains possession here. So the Pointers will inbound baseline left. It's Ava Engwell. 14-8, Lancaster on top. 7:14 to play. First half off the inbound. Sophie Miller head fake, dribble drive, penetrates the lane. Now kicks it out to the corner to Ava Engwell. Engwell backs back out behind the back dribble, facing that double team again. Gets rid of it to Sophie Miller, top of the key. Now a pass underneath to James. She's open and puts it off the window for 2. Mineral Point more patient on that offensive possession. Now Burr drives in, baseline right, kicks it out to Krubel. Now out, right wing to Eim. Burr posting up, back out to Krubel for 3. Got it! Brooklyn Krubel's first basket is a 3, and it's 17-10 Lancaster. 6.5 minutes to go, first half. Here comes the dribble drive by Sophie Miller, right down Broadway, and she lays it up.
Sadie Miller for 2.
Pass up ahead, Driscoll in transition, she'll lay it up. Boy, we've got players just going coast to coast on back-to-back buckets here for layups, 19-12. And Lancaster forces another turnover here on Mineral Point. And a reach-in foul. Driscoll got the steal and then drew the foul. And looks like the Arrows will inbound from the baseline left this time, as it is Krubel.
Ava Engwell, her second, team 6.
Ava Engwell picked up her second personal. It's the 6th team foul on Mineral Point, so one more against the Pointers, and the 1-and-1 bonus is in effect. Lancaster leads 19-12, 6:03 to play, and we have a whistle before the inbound, and another foul. This one is on Lancaster, offensive foul.
Foul on number 3, Maddie Driscoll, her first.
It's Driscoll's first, and team foul number 6. So both teams now with 6 fouls. One more foul on either team, and we'll be shooting free throws. Off the inbound, Ava Engwell takes it. Facing some pressure. Pressure provided by Lexi Olmstead. Gives it back to Swenson. Haven't crossed the timeline yet. Now they do. Up ahead to Engwell. In the lane. A little up and under move, but missing it was Lily Hotaker. Rebound is on the floor, and another jump ball. Lancaster gets it this time. Inbounding, it'll be Addison Morgan. 19-12, Lancaster on top. Ball almost stolen off the inbound. It caroms out to Lexi Olmstead, and we got a reach-in foul on Mineral Point. I believe it's on Sadie Miller. Sophie Miller, rather.
Foul's on number 20, Sophie Miller.
And that'll be team foul number
First,
7.
team
So
7.
we're going to shoot the 1 and 1. So Lancaster
Lexi Olmstead at the
sending
line.
Lexi Olmstead to the line. She has 4 points tonight. Looking to add to that total. 2 free throws already. First one is good. Nothing but net. 20-12, Lancaster. One more free throw on the way. This one, back iron, no good. Ball deflected. Mineral Point comes away with it. It's Peyton Christopher, but now it's stolen right back by Morgan. And now we have a reach-in foul on Mineral Point after the steal. Let's see who this is on.
Foul on number 14,
Lily Hotaker. That'll be her first and the 8th foul already on Mineral Point, so now they're 2 away from the double bonus being in effect. Krubel shooting the 1 and 1. Misses the first one. Rebound, batted right back in to Lexi Olmstead, who lays it up for 2. Well, you don't plan it that way to miss the free throw, but you'll take a miss and then a rebound and put back. 22-12, Lancaster by 10 now with 5:19 to play in the first half. Ava Ingwell, again facing that double team, passes off near side to Sophie Miller. They kick it out to Christopher for 3. Short. Rebound. Tied up. Jump ball. Should be Mineral Point ball. It is. Burr back in for Lancaster. And also Schultz checks in for Mineral Point. And Katie Murphy back in for the Flying Arrows. Inbounding baseline right this time, it is Sophie Miller. Fires it into Ingwell. Layup good. Ava Ingwell slashed into the lane and got the easy 2. Now a steal here by Schultz, or excuse me, by Christopher. And we have a foul. Or rather, no, I'm sorry, it's a jump ball, not a foul. And that will give the ball back to Lancaster. 22-14, Arrows lead it. Again, facing some full court press by the Pointers here. And Lexi Olmstead draws the foul. Hometown fans wanted a offensive foul on a hook move, and it kind of was that, but the officials called a block. And that is the 9th team foul now on Mineral Point. So the 1 and 1 is still in effect for one more time as Lexi Olmstead is at the free throw line. First one is good. One more coming up. 8 points for Olmstead. Lancaster leading 23-14. Chance to make it a 10-point game again, and it is good, and it is a 10-point game. 24-14, Lancaster on top, 4:50 to go. First half, fast-moving first half. Safe Sophie Miller brings it up for the Pointers. Floats one over to Peyton Christopher. She drives in, almost lost the handle. And a 3-second violation called against Mineral Point on Lily Hotaker. So the ball will go back to Lancaster. Arrows leading 24-14 off the inbound. Taking it, it is Kylie Olmstead, but she throws it away. It's picked off by Sophie Miller. Now back out to Sadie Miller. She'll drive in, kicks it out to Sophie for 3. No good, off the front of the rim. Rebound to Burr. Burr, outlet. Nice passing. Gives it over far side to Kylie Olmstead. She's blocked on the way up. I believe Peyton Christopher got the block on that. And Lancaster will be forced to inbound from the baseline left. They maintain possession. Kylie Olmstead to inbound. Gets it into Driscoll out on the left wing. Driscoll passes inside. And putting up a shot in traffic was Lexi Olmstead, who drew the foul. And that is foul number 10, which would make it a double bonus, but it's a shooting foul, so there'll be 2 shots anyway. 24-14. Lancaster leading Mineral Point, 4:09 to go. First half, first free throw. Side iron, no good. Lexi Olmstead 5 of 7 from the free throw line. One more free throw coming. This one is good. Make it 6 of 8. Sub back into the game, Vanessa Ime off the bench. She'll check in for Burr. 25-14. That's your score. Lancaster leading Mineral Point. Mineral Point almost turns it over. Sophie Miller bringing the ball up the floor. It's rather Sadie Miller. And passes over to the right side to Jaden Schultz. And we got a reach-in foul on Lancaster. I believe it's Katie Murphy.
Foul's on number 22, Katie Murphy.
That'll be the 7th team foul, so 1 and 1 bonus in effect for Mineral Point now. Jaden Schultz shooting the 1 and 1 here with 3:55 to go. Lots of fouls in this first half. First half of the 1 and 1 is no good, though, by Schultz. Rebound, Lancaster, outlet pass, Murphy, cross-court pass to Vanessa Ime. That is teamwork right there. That's beautiful. 6 points for Ime. Makes it 27-14. Lancaster. Sadie Miller brings it up here for the Pointers. Over to Sophie Miller, left wing. Facing a double team, passes off to Jaden Schultz in the corner. Back out to Peyton Christopher. Out near half court. Drives in. Now kicks it out. Sadie Miller, cross-court pass stolen. Good anticipation. Lexi Olmstead on the other end. Layup is good. The steal and the score by Lexi Olmstead. Well, she's having a tremendous first half. This freshman already 12 points. 29-14 Lancaster. Under 3 minutes to go, first half. Right side, it is Sophie Miller. Pass in the lane to Lily Hotaker, who I believe draws the foul. Reach in on Lancaster here. So to the free throw line we go for Lily Hotaker.
Foul on number 10, Brooklyn Krubel for second.
Brooklyn Krubel charged with the foul. She'll check out of the game. That's her second personal. Burr checks back in for Lancaster. Hotaker's free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound loose. Schultz gets it for Mineral Point. It's tied up. Possession arrow favors the Pointers. Peyton Christopher to inbound. Baseline left. Christopher almost had it stolen away by Lexi Olmstead. Now a floater by Schultz, no good. Rebound to Vanessa Ime. Pass up ahead. Lexi Olmstead. Olmstead spins, puts it up, missed it. Burr put back, good. Again, that height coming into play. Maddie Burr gets the point blank put back. Maddie Burr now with 4 points. 31-14 Lancaster. And looks like Katie Murphy checks back into the game for the Arrows. She'll come in for Lexi Olmstead. Rob Spangler here from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House broadcast booth. Great view tonight here in Mineral Point. First game of the season. High school girls hoops. Lancaster looking really good here in this first half, up 31-14. Mineral Point trying to get something going offensively before halftime. Sophie Miller, she'll drive the lane, throws it off the glass and scores. Actually, that's Sadie Miller. Apologize, keep confusing her and her sister up. Inbound goes to Katie Murphy, and she's fouled. I believe that is Christopher. It is. First on Christopher. Again, we're in the double bonus, so at the free throw line, it will be Katie Murphy to shoot 2. 31-16 Lancaster. Minute 58 to go till halftime. First free throw is good by Katie Murphy. 3 points for Murphy tonight. Second attempt, good. Murphy hits both. And a sub back into the game. Back in, it's Lexi Olmstead. She'll come in for Vanessa Eim. Sophie Miller inbounds, gets it into Christopher. Back to Sophie. Over to Christopher. Finally crosses half court, now faces a double team. Gets rid of it to Sophie Miller. Passes over to Sadie. And Sadie has it pickpocketed away. It's stolen. Layup on the other end by Lexi Olmstead is good. Or excuse me, I'm sorry, that was Kylie Olmstead, not Lexi. And we have a whistle and a timeout taken. It's a full timeout. A minute 25 remaining in the first half. We'll take a timeout as well. Lancaster leading 35-16 over Mineral Point here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game one,
Grant Regional Health Center is proud to bring local heart care to our community. We're excited to welcome Dr. Kashi, board-certified cardiologist, and Brooke Shannon, PAC, to our medical team. Together, they provide comprehensive cardiology care, from early detection and prevention to long-term management of heart disease. Call 608-723-2131 to receive exceptional specialized heart care right here, close to home with less travel. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
If it's a double 50 or double 4 parlor you milk, see Fuller's Milker Center, your Kia dealer. Fuller's offers a complete line of high technology solutions to make your dairy a model of efficiency, with state-of-the-art milking systems, revolutionary milking units, and the latest in udder prep and post-dipping systems with the best in automated animal monitoring. No matter how many cows you milk, you can rely on Fuller's Milker Center, LLC in Lancaster and Richland Center to keep your operation at peak efficiency.
in game one.
Welcome back to Mineral Point High School here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 35-16, Lancaster dominating this first half with a minute 22 to play till halftime. Pointers have it out of the timeout. Lancaster gets another steal. And leading the break the other way, it's Lexi Olmstead with the layup. Boy, she is having a phenomenal first half. The freshman really looking outstanding. Bringing it up, it is Lily Hotaker for the Pointers. Passes it ahead to Jaden Schultz. Schultz into the corner to James. Now underneath, Hotaker. Kicks it back out to Schultz. Schultz facing a double team. Over to Miller. James, baseline jumper is good. Kate James, her second field goal. She's got 4 points. Leading the break, Lexi Olmstead the other way. Pull-up jumper, good. Boy, Lexi Olmstead honestly looks like she is just getting started. 39-18 Lancaster, 26 seconds left in the first half. This has been an impressive first half from the Arrows, but especially from freshman phenom Lexi Olmstead. And Lexi Olmstead just stole it right on cue. Layup on the other end, she draws a foul on Sadie Miller. And back to the free throw line she goes. $16 points for Lexi Olmstead in this first half. Wow.
Lexi Olmstead at the line, shooting
2 shots. First free throw good. Well, she does not look like a freshman. I'm going to go on a limb and say she played some AAU travel ball. Second one is good. I would guarantee that. 41-18. Lancaster leading Mineral Point. 8.5 seconds left here in this first half. Yeah, if she didn't, I would eat my shorts. Here comes a three. No good. Fired by Schultz, and that will do it for the first half of play. Lancaster with an impressive first half, 41-18 over Mineral Point. And freshman phenom Lexi Olmstead. An emphatic first half. Maybe a shot across the bow to the rest of Southwest Wisconsin of a player to be watching this season. We'll take a timeout. Our halftime report, brought to you by McNett Electric, is coming up next. Again, the score 41-18. Lancaster on top of Mineral Point at halftime here on 97.7 Country, WGLR FM, Lancaster, Dubuque, Galena, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 2.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
At CJ Beefs Equipment, we know the land, and we know what it takes to keep your farm running strong. From season to season, whether you're operating or maintaining, our ag equipment experts have the parts and tools to match your needs. Our quality selection of used and new machinery and expert service team ensures your equipment stays in peak condition all year round. CJ Beefs Equipment, field tested, farmer trusted. Visit us in Farley, Iowa today, or check us out on our website at cjbeefsequipment.com.
In game 2.
Welcome back to the halftime report here on 97.7 Country. Our halftime show is brought to you by McNett Electric. For all of your electrical needs, call McNett Electric of Belmont. It's been an electric first half for the Lancaster Flying Arrows. They lead 41-18 over Mineral Point at the break. This is a statement start for the Flying Arrows. We'll see if they can keep it up in the second half, but I've seen nothing to make me think they can't. We'll take a look at first half stats in just a moment. We do have another score on the shoebox scoreboard tonight. Platteville is leading Barneveld 15-2 with 12:24 to go in the first half. That game is over on Extreme 107.1 tonight. The X with Steve Prestigard on the call. Again, our score 41-18. Lancaster dominating Mineral Point here in the first half in the first game of high school girls hoops here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We're going to take our first time out on the McNett Electric halftime report. Back after this with first half stats on WGLR.
In game 3.
Are you looking for a new and exciting career? This is Jen Casper with Queen Bee Radio. We're currently hiring for people to join our radio and digital sales team. Queen Bee Radio is a fun and family-oriented work environment with unlimited growth opportunities. Life's too short to work where you're not having fun. Give me a call today at 608-349-2045, and I can tell you firsthand how my career in radio sales has been incredibly rewarding. Go to our social media pages or our websites and click on the career link for details on this radio and digital sales opportunity and to apply.
When Mother Nature or bad luck messes up your vehicle, it doesn't have to get worse. Taylor Weber with Abra Auto Body shares how they ease the pain of repair.
We assist with all of the insurance paperwork, so as long as you have the claim started, we can handle the claim after that. We offer loaner cars, and we have a lifetime warranty on all work performed. We try to make the process as painless as possible.
Abra Auto Body, a division of Anderson Weber Toyota. When you're ready.
In game 3.
We're back on the McNett Electric halftime report. It's brought to you by McNett Electric of Belmont. 41-18. Lancaster leading at Mineral Point to open the 2025-2026 girls high school basketball season. And they're doing so in emphatic fashion so far in this first half. Our game brought to you in part by the Dental Office, located in Lancaster, Wisconsin. The Dental Office, a trusted name for high-quality family dental care, proud to be preferred provider of dentistry in Lancaster, Wisconsin. Also, Rural Mutual Insurance agents John Ragetz and Deneen Dahl with Ragetz and Dahl Insurance Group. tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. Let's take a look at those first half stats for Mineral Point. Leading the way, it's Sadie Miller with 6 points, 5 for Ava Engwell, 4 for Kate James, and 3 for Sophie Miller. Unofficially had Mineral Point with 17 first half turnovers. Wow. Stifling defense from Lancaster, forcing most of those. Now for the Flying Arrows, leading the way. And again, this is kind of a shot across the bow of players to watch in Southwest Wisconsin this year and perhaps for many years to come. Freshman Lexi Olmstead leads all scorers at halftime with 18 points in the first half. And as I said before halftime, it looks to me like she's just warming up. Like literally, she was just getting started. So 18 points for Lexi Olmstead, the freshman leading all scorers. In fact, no other double-digit scorers. 6 for Vanessa Eim off the bench, 4 apiece for Kylie Olmstead, Maddie Burr, Katie Murphy, 3 for Brooklyn Krubel, and 2 for Maddie Driscoll. And that rounds out scoring for Lancaster. Unofficially had them with 8 first half turnovers. Lancaster again leads 41-18 at halftime over Mineral Point in this non-conference girls basketball game. We'll continue more of our McNett Electric halftime report next year on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
The agriculture programs at Southwest Tech offer a variety of career training in the areas of dairy, livestock, and mechanics. Pursue a degree in production agriculture to obtain diverse careers, including herd manager, farm equipment manager, custom operator, and more. Receive hands-on training through farm tours, operation, and management of the college's crop ground. Learn more at swtc.edu/ag. Southwest Tech. This is where you belong.
In Game 4.
Welcome back. McNett Electric halftime report. 41-18. Lancaster all over Mineral Point at halftime. And on the shoebox scoreboard, just one other score. Platteville leading Barneveld 15-2. With 12:24 remaining in the first half there. That game on Extreme 107.1. We'll wrap up the halftime report coming up next after this timeout on 97.7 Country. Second half tip-off right around the corner.
In Game 5.
If you've been diagnosed with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, this is what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Imagine being a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. In clinical trials, at least 70% of patients saw at least 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks. Results may vary. Tremfya is also indicated for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Call 1-800-526-7736 or visit tremfya.com.
In Game 5.
And we're just about set for second half tip-off. The Lancaster Flying Arrows on top of the Mineral Point Pointers here at our halftime break by a score of 41-18. Wow, what an impressive first half for Lancaster. As I mentioned on our sister station, the X Extreme 107.1. Barneveld is at Platteville tonight. That again on 107.1 FM, X 107.1. And also the X1071 app, mobile app. Listen to it that way. Steve Prestigard, the call on that game. Coming up later this week, Thursday, we've got Division 6 State Championship football, Darlington versus Edgar, right here on WGLR, 1 o'clock kickoff, 12:30 pregame. And later that night, Mineral Point will be at Platteville and Girls Hoops on Extreme 107.1. Lancaster will be up at Wazeeka Steuben here on WGLR. And Belmont will be at Fenimore on Super Hits 106. So a busy week of sports. We are underway in the second half. Lancaster inbounds at half court, leading 41-18. They set up top of the key, controlling. It is Driscoll. Gives to Burr, backdoor pass, Driscoll. Driscoll pops it up, missed it. Put back, no good. Put back again, no good. This time the rebound goes to Cabot. Mineral Point ball, gives it up ahead to Sophie Miller. Miller inside to Cabot. Now the ball is stolen away, picked off by Lexi Olmstead. Outlet pass up ahead to Addison Morgan, her first basket. She lays it up for two, 43-18. Lancaster extending the lead, 17-19. A little trap near half court. Mineral Point able to break it. Now down to Jaden Schultz in the corner. She'll drive in, kicks it out to Cabot. Rotate near side. Sophie Miller pressured by Driscoll. Gives to Cabot, and she'll sail one out of bounds. Errant pass, that will be a turnover on Mineral Point. 43-18 Lancaster. A emphatic start to this game, and they have kept it rolling here early in the second half. Driscoll, backdoor pass inside to Morgan. Kicks it out to Kylie Olmstead. Back out to Lexi, top of the key. Gives it off to Driscoll. Driscoll putting it on the floor. Lancaster patient on this possession. Now a dribble drive by Kylie Olmstead. Trying to slide it in back door to Addison Morgan, but a nice defensive play by Ava Ingwell to knock it out of bounds. Lancaster will hang on though, the inbound baseline right. Taking the inbound, it's Driscoll. Out near top of the key. Pass underneath. That is Lexi Olmstead into the corner. Three-pointer for Kylie. Front of the rim, no good. Following it is Morgan right down the lane and puts it back up for two. 45-18 Lancaster, 16-12 to go. Second half. Pass up ahead to Ava Ingwell, and it's picked off. Stolen by Lexi Olmstead. Layup on the other end. She draws a foul. 2 shots at the line for Lexi Olmstead. Olmstead 18 first half points. She is just a freshman. She is tall. She can handle the ball. She can run the floor. She is a problem if you are playing Lancaster. First free throw is good. And if you're Lancaster, you're very, very happy to have her. Wow, what an impressive debut. First varsity basketball game as a freshman, and now has 20 points. Hits both free throws, 20 points. Leads all scorers. Wow, 15:58 to go. You don't see debuts like this very often. This is one, if you're a Lancaster fan, or just a basketball fan in Southwest Wisconsin, want to pay attention to this debut. Inbound pass going to Lexi Olmstead. Outlet pass to head to Burr. Back to Olmstead. Glances off her hand. She gets it back. Back to Burr now. Baseline drive. Stops and threw that one away. It was picked off by number 12, Sadie Miller. Sadie passes ahead to Sophie. Sophie baseline drive right. She's double teamed. Back out to Cabot. Gives it off to Ingwell. Now to Sadie Miller. Back to Sophie. Sophie, baseline drive, and the ball is stolen. Picked off by Burr, but then it's stolen back by Ingwell, who lays it up for two. It's a nice steal and score. 47-20. Lancaster on top of Mineral Point. Cross-court pass here. Kylie Olmstead drives the lane, puts up the shot in traffic. Missed it, might have been partially blocked. Rebound goes to Miller. That is Sadie Miller weaving up the court, gives to Sophie, left wing. Bounce pass inside to Cabot. Rotates over to the right wing to Schultz. And what do we have? A whistle and a foul on Lancaster. Looks like it's on Krubel.
Falls on number 10, Brooke Krubel, her third.
3 new faces in for the Arrows. Driscoll back in. Vanessa Iam also checks in, as does Katie Murphy. Mineral Point inbounding. Schultz fires it in to Sophie Miller. Peyton Christopher just subbed in a moment ago for the Pointers as well. Backdoor pass to Schultz goes out of bounds. Last touched by Morgan, I believe. So inbounding underneath, Sophie Miller here for the Pointers. 47-20 Lancaster, 14 and a half minutes to go. Second half, Schultz drives in, facing a double team. Morgan ripped it away, and both her and Schultz tumble to the ground. Morgan going to be called for the reach-in foul.
Foul on number 25, Lauren Emmons.
Inbound pass goes to Cabot. She draws the foul. And she'll shoot 2. Let's see who gets that one. I believe Vanessa Iam going to be charged with the foul.
Foul number 24, Vanessa Iam.
First free throw by Cabot is good. Maddie Cabot's first point of the game. The senior has 4 personals, so certainly has to be a little careful. Doesn't want to foul out, but at some point she's got to play, right? One more free throw for Cabot here, 47-21. Lancaster leading Mineral Point, 14:26 to play. Second half. Second free throw good. Swishes that one through, bringing the ball up. It is Lexi Olmstead for the Arrows. Passes near side to Kylie. Now to Driscoll. And over to Vanessa Iam. Pass deflected and stolen by Ava Ingwell. Olmstead almost gets a steal, but tips it out of bounds. It'll stay Mineral Point basketball. Inbound goes to Christopher. Peyton Christopher pressured, gives it out to Ingwell. Now rotates over left side, Sophie Miller. Backdoor pass to Schultz off the window. It's good. Well, Mineral Point's offense getting a little bit going here in the second half. Quick pass up ahead to Kylie Olmstead. Pull-up jumper, no good. Lexi rebound and draws the foul, putting it back up. 2 shots here for Lexi Olmstead. 20 points for Olmstead already. Looking for more. First one's good. One more free throw. And that one no good. Rebound boarded up by Ingwell. Ingwell weaving through traffic, brings it up for the Pointers. Passes to Christopher, wide open underneath. It was Lily Hotaker for the easy layup. A breakdown defensively for Lancaster there. I'm not sure how they got, Hotaker got that wide open. 48-26, Lancaster leading by 22. 13-19 to go, second half. Pass inside to Kylie Olmstead, who draws the foul in the lane. And back to the free throw line to shoot 2. That one's on Sophie Miller. Fourth on Miller, team foul number 3. 2 shots here for Kylie Olmstead. She has 4 points. First free throw is good. And one more coming up. Sub back into the game. Sophie Miller checks back in for Mineral Point. She'll come in for Sadie. Or rather, Sadie comes in for Sophie. My apologies to the Millers. Inbound pass taken here by Sadie. Now it's stripped away. Lexi Olmstead, the steal and the score.
Lexi Olmstead for 2.
51-26 Lancaster. Cabot passes ahead, stolen by Olmsted. Olmsted then lost the handle on the other end and turns it over back to Mineral Point. Little helter-skelter there. 3 new faces come in for Lancaster here. Krubel, Burr, and Morgan all check in. Ingwell inbounds it to Sadie Miller here. Back to Ingwell. Passes ahead to Cabot. Pass down to Peyton Christopher into the corner. Now Ingwell down the lane. Back out to Cabot. Pull-up jumper good. Maddie Cabot, nice looking shot. 51-28. Lancaster up, 12:18 to go. Second half. Lancaster cruising, but Mineral Point offensively has looked a little better in this second half. Lexi Olmsted passes to an open Morgan for 3. Hits the front of the rim, it's no good. Rebound boarded up by Mineral Point's Peyton Christopher. Gets it to Hotaker, now to Sophie Miller. Rather, Sadie Miller. Passes it ahead to Cabot. Ugh, easy for me to say. Down to Ingwell. Ingwell, right wing. Back out to Christopher. Inside, Hotaker double teamed and a reach-in foul called, I believe, on Burr. Mineral Point basketball on the baseline. 11:39 to play in the second half. Driscoll back in for Lancaster, as is Murphy. Christopher inbounding baseline for the Pointers. Gets it in to Hotaker. Out to Ingwell. Back over to Sadie Miller. Now ball loose and tied up, and coming away with a steal, it's Driscoll. Driscoll passes ahead to Burr. Now a 3 by Morgan, and she got it. First 3 of the game for Addison Morgan. She now has 7 points. 54-28 Lancaster. Now another steal. Driscoll the steal. Morgan has it. She'll take it in herself and draw the foul. 2 shots for Morgan at the free throw line now.
Falls on number 12, Sadie Miller, her third, team fourth. Addison Morgan at the line.
Foul charge to Sadie Miller, which is her 3rd personal. First free throw, no good, off the side of the iron by Addison Morgan. 1 more coming up. Back into the game, Kate James here for Mineral Point. Ava Ingwell subs out. Second free throw is good by Morgan. Maddie Cabot will throw a bomb pass down court to Hotaker. She's double teamed. Back out to Christopher now. And gives it up top the key to Sadie Miller. Double team to Cabot. Now down to James. James, jab step, drives in. Back out to Cabot. Pull-up jumper, no good by Cabot. Rebounded by Krubel. Outlet pass ahead to Morgan. Back to Krubel. Spots for 3. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebound boarded up by Cabot. Cabot almost lost it, and she did. Out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on the Pointers. 55-28 Lancaster, 10:36 to go in this ball game. Flying Arrows cruising. Lancaster showing up here tonight, game 1, with a statement opening performance. Top of the key, Driscoll has it. Passes off right side to Morgan. We have a whistle away from the ball. It's going to be a foul on Lancaster, I believe. Yes. I think it's on Krubel. Yep. Her 4th and team foul number 5 on Lancaster. Lexi Olmsted checks back into the game for the Arrows, as does Vanessa Ine. Taking the inbound, it's Peyton Christopher for the Pointers. Passes it up ahead. New player into the game. Stephanie Wallace just checked in. Draws a foul. It is on Morgan.
Foul's on number 52, Addison Morgan, her fourth.
Fourth on Morgan, so she's in some foul trouble here. Inbounding, it'll be Schultz for the Pointers. 55-28 Lancaster. 10:07 to go, about halfway through the second half. Pass underneath the Wallace. She draws a foul on Vanessa Ime. And 2 shots coming at the line for Wallace.
Foul's on number 52, Addison Morgan, her fifth.
Oh, it's on Morgan. First free throw by Wallace is good. So Addison Morgan has fouled out. I thought that last foul was on Ime, so I guess I'm a little bit surprised at that, but second free throw is good. Wallace hits both. 55-30, Lancaster still up big. Wow, beautiful entry pass to Ime. She missed it though, put back by Driscoll, no good. This time the rebound goes to James. I think that was Lexi Olmstead who fired that pass, and it was a beauty. Just a dime down low to Ime. Did not try to rhyme that. Foul on the other end on Lancaster. It's going to be on Kylie Olmstead here. And team foul number 8, so the 1-and-1 bonus is in effect. Peyton Christopher at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. She is a junior, hasn't scored yet, but chance to get on that scoreboard now. First free throw is in and out, no good. Rebound boarded up. Well, I believe Lexi Olmstead had it and then was tipped out by Hotaker. So Lancaster basketball, Lexi Olmstead bringing it up for the Flying Arrows. Crosses the timeline, gives it over to Murphy. Back out to Ime, now to Driscoll. Head fake, Driscoll, or Lexi gives it off to Murphy for 3, and it's good. Katie Murphy knocks down her first 3 of the game. She now has 7 points. 58-30. Back the other way, Hotaker takes it to the rack. Puts it off the glass for 2. 58-32. Lancaster on top, 9:06 to play here in this second half. Driscoll up top of the key now. Lexi Olmstead, pass underneath. Double team on Murphy, who got the pass. Murphy falls to the court, and I think a traveling violation is called. So, Mineral Point basketball. Peyton Christopher brings it up for Mineral Point, facing a double team. Gets it out to Schultz. Schultz now pressured. Passes it back to Hotaker. Back out Schultz, batted out of bounds by Lexi Olmstead. Christopher takes the inbound here. Facing a double team. Passes it out to James. James fouled. I think Lexi Olmstead, the guilty party there.
Foul on number 4, Lexi Olmstead.
Olmstead has 23 points. That was her second personal foul. And team foul number 9, so one more foul on Lancaster, and the double bonus will be in effect. First half of the 1-and-1 is no good by James. Rebound goes to Driscoll of Lancaster. Pass ahead to Burr. Burr missed it. Might have been partially blocked by Peyton Christopher. Outlet pass ahead to Schultz for 3, and she got it. A big three-pointer by Jaden Schultz. Lancaster on the other end. Burr layup, missed it. Rebound boarded up by Schultz. Schultz passes off to James now on the right wing. Pass inside, Hotaker, layup, good. Well, a little offensive surge here by Mineral Point. pulling within 21, and now a timeout taken by Lancaster. 7:52 to go. Is this a 30? Nope, it's a 60. We'll take a timeout as well. Back after this, 58-37, Lancaster leading Mineral Point on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
Advanced surgical care is closer than you think. Grant Regional Health Center offers Southwest Wisconsin the latest surgical procedures supported by leading-edge diagnostic imaging. Board-certified general surgeons Dr. Rimko and Dr. Kazi perform minimally invasive procedures, which result in enhanced surgical precision, quicker recovery times, and improved patient outcomes. At Grant Regional Health Center, you'll receive innovative, advanced care from a caring, compassionate staff, all close to home. Learn more at grantregional.com.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In Game 6.
Rob Spangler back from the Ayers Furniture. Best seat in the house broadcast booth. 58-37, Lancaster leading Mineral Point here from Mineral Point High School. First game in girls hoops of the season. Lexi Olmstead fires a three, and yes, you know she made it. 26 points now for the freshman, Lexi Olmstead, to lead all scorers. Now a steal by Burr. Up ahead, Morgan. She will lay it up in transition and score. Well, that's interesting because I thought Morgan had fouled out, but she must not have because she's back out in the game. But, yeah, it's curious. It says 5 fouls on the scoreboard. We have a foul on the other end. This one, I think, on Kylie Olmstead of Lancaster.
Falls on number 14, Kylie Olmstead.
It is. That is her second, team's 10th. So the double bonus in effect, and James to shoot 2. First free throw, no good. One more coming up. 63-37, Lancaster leading with 7:12 to play in the second half. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Wallace, so an offensive rebound. Now it's stolen by Lexi Driscoll. Layup, other end, good. Lexi Driscoll now with 28 points. The freshman is having quite the debut. Now Hotaker passes it up ahead. And a double team here. Christopher gets out of it. Passes it back to Schultz. Now she'll shoot a 3. Side iron, no good. A rebound, Lexi Olmstead. Or excuse me, that's Kylie. Gives it to Lexi. She'll lay it up and score. And now 30 points for the freshman. 30 points. What a debut varsity basketball game by a freshman. This is not something you see every day, folks. Lexi Olmstead is a name to keep your eye on. 67-37, Lancaster with 6:27 to play here in the second half. Inbound pass taken by Sophie Miller. Now they kick it down to Ingwell in the corner. She's double teamed. In trouble. Gets out of it. Offensive foul called, though, on Ingwell. Lexi Olmstead will bring the ball up the floor here for Lancaster. Passes it ahead to Morgan. Back out to Driscoll. Passes off to Krubel. Thought about a backdoor pass to Driscoll. Back out to Olmstead. Morgan now on the right wing. Back over to Kylie Olmstead. She'll attack. Dish. Krubel. Baseline jumper. No good. Rebound boarded up by Lily Hotaker. Gets it back to Sadie Miller. Miller up the floor. Pass to Cabot. Cross court. Sophie Miller. In the lane. Ingwell. Layup. No good. Rebound Morgan. Morgan will push it the other way. Passes into the corner to Driscoll. Driscoll back out to Morgan. Back out to Lexi Olmstead. Passes back over to Morgan here. 4:54 to play. In the second half, layup by Lexi Olmstead, no good. Goes down hard, but looks to be all right. Gets back up. Now a foul on Olmstead at half court. Olmstead's third personal. She'll come out of the game. Burr checks in, as does Katie Murphy. Free throw line we go, and it is Lily Hotaker. She hits the first one. Hotaker now with 7 points for the Pointers. Second attempt. Back iron, no good. Cabot gets an offensive board, and she's fouled on the way up. I believe Burr is going to be called for that. Maddie Burr picking up her third. Cabot will shoot 2. First one is good. Maddie Cabot now with 5 points. Jaden Schultz just checked back into the game for Mineral Point here. Second free throw by Cabot is good. So Maddie Cabot with 6 points, 67-40, Lancaster, 4.5 to go. This one all over but the shouting. Lancaster just trying to finish strong. But what a debut for the Arrows here in their season opener. This one tipped out of bounds by, I think, Mineral Point, Maddie Cabot. So it stays Lancaster basketball. And inbounding, it will be Morgan. Gets it into Murphy. Murphy out near half court to Burr. Burr puts it on the floor. Back out. Morgan, a long three, top of the key. Back iron, no good. Cabot gets the rebound for the Pointers. Passes it back to Sadie Miller. Miller brings it up. Back to Cabot. Cross court to Sophie Miller. Back to Sadie. Sadie drives in. And the ball is stolen by Morgan. Morgan on the other end. Gives it off. Krubel in and out on the jumper. Baseline, no good. Rebound Sadie Miller. Now it's stolen by Morgan again. Morgan, nice pass to Driscoll, but she missed the layup. Well, that was a beautiful feed. Ava Engwell back the other way now for the Pointers. Kicks it to Miller. Sophie, 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound Cabot. Offensive board for the Pointers. Now to Sadie. Sadie down the lane, lays it up, good. Sadie Miller with 8 points. 67-42 Lancaster, 3:14 to play. Right wing now, it is Murphy. Pass into the corner to Burr. Back out to Driscoll. Right side, Murphy. Back to Morgan on the left wing. Gets it to Murphy. Murphy driving down, throws it up, draws the foul. Katie Murphy to shoot 2. Foul is on Ava Engwell. That'll be her 5th, and Engwell has fouled out. First free throw is good by Katie Murphy. 68-42 Lancaster, 2:50 to play. Some new faces or fresh faces back in for Lancaster. Lexi Olmstead, Kylie Olmstead, and Vanessa Ime. Second free throw is good by Murphy, so she hits both. Murphy subs out, and in, I believe, for the first time for Lancaster, it's Jaylee Esser. Jaylee Esser, a 5'4" sophomore, off the bench. Pass ahead to Sophie Miller, or Sadie Miller, rather, on the right wing. Passes underneath to Cabot. To Schultz, lost the handle. Stolen by Eim. Vanessa Eim kicks it out to Morgan, top of the key for the Arrows. Passes down to Lexi Olmstead. Tried to float it inside to Vanessa Eim, but it was picked off, stolen by Sophie Miller. Now Peyton Christopher brings it up for the Pointers, gives it off to Sadie Miller. Cross court to Schultz. Deep three, left corner, no good. Rebound Olmstead. That's Lexi Olmstead, and she'll bring the ball up the floor for the Arrows. Pass underneath, beautiful feed, and the bucket by Vanessa Eim. Gorgeous pass, 71-42. Lancaster, minute 45 to play. Pull-up jumper, baseline. Sophie Miller, no good. Rebound boarded up by Kylie Olmstead of Lancaster. Gives it ahead to Lexi. And she threw that one away. Picked off by Cabot. Cabot up ahead to Christopher. Minute 28 to play. Out to Schultz. Schultz now passes it up top the key to Sadie Miller. To Sophie for three. Got it! Sophie Miller's second three. She has 2 threes, 6 points for her. Lexi Olmstead passes to Morgan on the right wing. 71-45 Lancaster, minute 5 to go. And right side, it is Vanessa Eim. Gives it up to Morgan, top of the key. Pass inside to Kylie Olmstead, who draws the foul. 2 shots at the line with 52 seconds left. Kylie Olmstead, the senior. Lexi Olmstead, the freshman. Both of them key contributors for the Arrows, but the freshman has had a breakout performance in her first varsity game. Wow. 30 points. That's a statement right there from a freshman. One more free throw for Kylie. This one is good. 73-45. Lancaster on top of Mineral Point here. Less than a minute left. Sadie Miller brings it up for the Pointers. Passes off to James. Now right wing, Christopher. Baseline drive. She's cut off. Back out to James. James lost the handle for a moment. Now back to Schultz. And they rotate it over to Miller. Inside to Cabot. Outside to James for three. Glances the side of the rim, no good. Kylie Olmstead, rebound. Passes it up to Murphy. Murphy will take it to the rim. Can't quite finish. Rebound to Maddie Cabot of Mineral Point. Cabot passes a little too strong over the head of James with 5 seconds remaining. So this one just about in the books. Lancaster will just inbound and sit on it. And the final is going to be 73-45, an emphatic win for the Lancaster Flying Arrows to start out the 2025-2026 high school girls basketball season. What a debut. And we'll be back to wrap it up with the postgame show, the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show next on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family Dental. Something we take pride in is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Our investment in the latest technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile the best it can be. Contact Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental now, and let's start this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Let Main Event Catering take the stress out of hosting with their holiday meals. Expertly prepared dishes ready for pickup, giving you more time to enjoy the holidays with family and friends. From sliced pork loin and oven-baked sliced turkey to honey-glazed sliced ham and oven-baked chicken, including all the fixins and dessert. You and your guests will experience the most delicious cuisine to celebrate your holidays. Visit maineventcatering.com or call 563-239-5186. Main Event Catering, Holiday Inn, downtown Dubuque.
In Game 7.
Welcome back to our postgame show. It is brought to you by Reeves Wealth Management, Edward Jones. Our game brought to you in part by Ivy Construction Incorporated, family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate excavation company serving Southwest Wisconsin. That's Ivy's Construction in Mineral Point, and the Gorgon Funeral Services, caring for families since 1916. Gorgon Funeral Services in Dodgeville and Mineral Point. Final score tonight, 73-45. Lancaster tops Mineral Point in the first game of the 2025-2026 high school girls basketball campaign. We'll be back to wrap up. We'll take a look at post-game stats and also scores on the shoebox scoreboard. All coming up after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8.
I'm here today with Nick Heston from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Nick, it seems like hybrids are dominating the roads, but there aren't many charging locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily, Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota hybrid system is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there is no need for plug-in charging.
That's awesome. But what about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model's regenerative braking charges the battery while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there's a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and take a test drive today.
In Game 8.
And welcome back to our post-game show. The final score tonight, 73-45. Lancaster tops Mineral Point in non-conference girls basketball. It is Game 1 of the 2025-2026 season, and Lancaster comes up with an emphatic win tonight. Again, 73-45. We'll get to post-game stats in a moment. We have one other score because we actually are just covering one other game tonight on our sister station, Extreme 107.1. Steve Prestegard has the call. Barneveld is at Platteville tonight in girls hoops. At the half, the score was 37-24. Platteville leading Barneveld again at halftime by 13. So if we get a scoring update on that, we'll certainly pass it along to you. Again, our score, 73-45. Another break, and we'll be back with post-game stats plus our awards, all lined up right after this on the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. 73-45, Lancaster over Mineral Point on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9.
We are your home for the Green Bay Packers Radio Network. Here, Casino Queen Marquette and West End Salvage of Lancaster broadcasts, proudly presented by Les Mack Chevy, Les Mack Ford, and Les Mack Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Lancaster, where you always get more from less. And Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best of Fenimore, right here on 97.7 Country WGLR.
The weather can be unpredictable in the Tri-States. Tune in to 97.7 WGLR and we'll keep you up to date on all cancellations and delays affecting the Tri-States. Cancellations and delays are presented by Avercamp Auto Body. This is Rose from Avercamp Auto Body on Main Street in Platteville. You can rely on us for complete and professional auto body repair services. Whether it's paint, frame straightening, glass repair, or replacement, we do it all. Avercamp Auto Body on Main Street in Platteville. Check us out on Facebook and online at avercampautobody.com.
In Game 9.
Welcome back. It is the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Game also brought to you tonight by Rural Mutual Agents John Ragatz and Deneen Dahl. Ragatz and Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. And the dental office located in Lancaster, Wisconsin. The dental office is a trusted name for high-quality family dental care. Proud to be the preferred provider of dentistry in Lancaster, Wisconsin. And let's take a look at post-game stats. The final 73-45. Lancaster dominates at Mineral Point to start out the 2025-2026 campaign. Let's start with the pointers leading the way for Mineral Point tonight. 8 points for Sadie Miller, 7 for Lily Hotaker off the bench. Also, Ava Engwell with 7, 6 apiece for Sophie Miller and Maddie Cabot, 5 for Jaden Schultz, and then 4 points for Kate James and 2 for Stephanie Wallace off the bench. Unofficially at Mineral Point for 24 turnovers for the game. Now for Lancaster, leading the way, the freshman phenom, Lexi Olmstead, 30 points in the game, led all scorers, and it wasn't close. Only one other double-digit scorer in this game for Lancaster, and that would be Addison Morgan, who had 10. Also, 9 for Katie Murphy, 8 for Vanessa Eim, 7 for Kylie Olmstead, and then 4 for Maddie Burr, and chipping in 3 was Brooklyn Krubel. Maddie Driscoll had 2. But again, Lexi Olmstead, the freshman, with 30 points to lead all scorers. A impressive, to say the least, debut for a freshman in that performance. Wow. Turnovers for Lancaster unofficially had them for 14, again to 24 for Mineral Point. And Lancaster wins easily 73-45. All right, we'll be back to hand out awards, our turning point, and much more, all coming up next. It is the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. 73-45, Lancaster over Mineral Point in girls hoops here on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 10.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Will Dunson with Dubuque Mattress. Why is a Dubuque Mattress customer a customer for life? It's simple. At Dubuque Mattress, the customer is number one, period. The customer's happiness is the most important thing. If there is anything I can do to help you sleep better, I will. Whether it's while you're looking at a new mattress, 6 months later, or 10 years after you've purchased from us, you are still number one.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In game 10.
We're back on the Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Edward Jones, our sponsor. Time to hand out some awards. Our final score tonight, 73-45, Lancaster over Mineral Point. Lancaster led by a freshman, Lexi Olmstead. That is a name to remember. Her high school debut, she drops 30 points to lead all scorers. What an impressive debut by Lexi Olmstead. Wow. Impressed. All right, well, it's time to hand out some awards. And, yeah, I think you know where we're going with this first one, our MVP, Most Valuable Player. It's brought to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. And, yeah, this is a no-brainer. Our MVP is Lexi Olmstead. The freshman drops 30 points for Lancaster in her high school debut as a basketball player. And not only that, but was a huge force in forcing those 24 turnovers on Mineral Point. And also, not just a great defensive effort, an offensive effort, also her passing skills were on display, dropping some really nice dimes in there. And what a performance from Lexi Olmstead. Again, our MVP. And wow, the future is now for her as a freshman in Lancaster. She's going to be a fun player to watch. All right, some other awards to hand out. Our Tricor Turning Point of the Game. That's brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. This one was never really close. Lancaster was leading at halftime, 41-18. So, as far as a turning point goes, I know it sounds like a cop-out, but right from the get-go, Lancaster was turning up the heat. It was a little back and forth early. I believe the score was all tied up at 8 at one point. So maybe the turning point was after that when Lancaster just went on a run and eventually, again, jumped out to a 41-18 lead. I would say, maybe that was the turning point when the game was tied 8-8 early on in the first half, and it looked like, this might be a back-and-forth affair. It was not. Lancaster went on a roll and never looked back, and that is our Tricor Turning Point. Scrapper of the game. That's brought to you by West End Salvage. Scrapper of the game, player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste. Presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. You know who I'm giving that to? I'm giving that to Ava Ingwell of Mineral Point. Now, she finished with 7 points for the Pointers. She was tied for second leading scorer, but it isn't her offense. It was her defense and hustle. She did foul out of the game with 5 fouls, but to me that was just a sign of how aggressive and physical and attacking she played, and that's what the scrapper's all about, right? She did foul out. Not saying you have to foul out if you're the scrapper, but it shows that you're really just laying it all out there. So Ava Ingwell, in the losing effort for Mineral Point, still going to get our scrapper of the game. Brought to you by West End Salvage. All right, those are the awards. We'll hopefully look at the shoebox scoreboard when we come back. We'll wrap up our post-game show, the Reeves Wealth Management Edward Jones post-game show. Final 73-45 Lancaster over Mineral Point in high school girls basketball. Back after this on 97.7 Country and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-game 3 minutes.
There's no championship league for small business owners, but if there was, you'd be at the top of the standings. Because going pro with Lenovo Pro means you've got the winning formation, one-on-one advice, IT solutions, and customized hardware powered by Intel Core Ultra processors help you stay ahead of the competition. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro. Sign up for free at lenovo.com/pro.
Lenovo.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Each year since 2012, Collision Specialist has been donating back to area schools during the months of August and September. Over $57,000 has been raised in the past years. We are proud to announce that this year we will be able to donate over $12,000 to your local area schools. We want to thank our customers for their continued support and helping us give back to our local communities. Remember, when you get in an accident and need someone you can trust, you can count on Collision Specialist for all your towing, expert repairs, and loaner car needs. Come see us in Fenimore, Livingston, and Dodgeville.
In recognition of National Family Caregiver Month, the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Southwest Wisconsin, Grant County, honors family caregivers. The sacrifices and countless hours you dedicate to assisting those you love are appreciated now more than ever. The Aging and Disability Resource Center thanks family caregivers for your heart and compassion. As a family caregiver, you too have a helping hand. Let the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Southwest Wisconsin be your starting point. For details, call 723-6113 or 1-800-514-0066.
Your high school postgame show is brought to you by Elena and Ben Reeves at Edward Jones, a financial service firm serving individuals and business owners.
Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Lancaster wins tonight by a final score of 73-45, a dominant performance over the Mineral Point Pointers in the opening game of the 2025-2026 high school girls basketball season. Rob Spangler here wrapping up tonight, and before we wrap up, we're going to take a quick look at the schedule ahead for the rest of the week. Of course, going on right now, Barneveld is at Platteville in girls hoops. That's on Extreme 107.1. And then Thursday, we have a full slate of games. First of all, a state championship football game. Darlington battles Edgar in the D6 state championship right here on 97.7 Country. 1 o'clock kickoff, 12:30 pregame. Mineral Point girls are back in action at Platteville Thursday night on Extreme 107.1. Lancaster will be at Wazeeka Steuben. That'll be over here on 97.7 Country and YouTube. And Belmont will be up in Fenimore. That'll be on Super Hits 106 and YouTube. And then one more basketball game, girls hoops, Benton at Boscobel. That's Friday night here on 97.7 Country and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. So that's a quick look ahead at our high school sports for the rest of the week. We'll take one final timeout, wrap up the Reeves Wealth Management Edward Jones postgame show next on 97.7 Country.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
Time to wrap up our Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones postgame show. Final score one last time, 73-45 at Lancaster over Mineral Point. Lancaster goes to 1-0 on the season. Mineral Point to 0-1. Well, that'll wrap it up for me tonight. I encourage you to flip on over to our sister station, Extreme 107.1, if you want to hear the end of the Platteville-Barneveld girls matchup. That is on Extreme 107.1, 107.1 FM. But we'll return to the Tri-State's best variety of country. You have a great rest of your Tuesday night here on WGLR.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School